through space until you interact with it. If you don't interact with it, it'll despawn after a certain amount of time. One of the things the cargo ships have been able to do for quite some time is that when you get close enough, they will actually switch on an antenna which will call for assistance. And if you have drones enabled on your world, it will spawn drones. What I'm hoping to see, we'll find out if it actually happens, is that when I go close enough to the private sail, it will spawn one of the new drones. And some of these new drones are really, really cool because they can use fixed weaponry. I've got a plan in mind just in case it doesn't happen, but let's find out. Yep, I'm taking fire from the turrets, but I'm not seeing any calls for help. Oh, yes I am. Requesting assist. Oh, whoops. It's requesting assistance. Let's see what happens. And there's an assailant coming in. Now the assailants, they're also something that would be familiar to anyone who's played with drones on in Space Engineers before. These things, and I'm just going to quickly make myself invulnerable. That was the Alt F10 menu I used to do that. So that I can get in close to this thing and it doesn't destroy my little ship. So this is the assailant. It's your stock standard drone with a little turret on it, and it's controlled by a script on one of the programmable blocks that's on board. What I've got here in front of me is an assailant that I have removed all the thrusters from, and I have removed the gyroscope from. It's still got its turret, so it can still shoot at me. But what I wanted to show was the script that's in this programmable block that controls the basic behavior that the drone has. That's important, because now we're going to jump into the Never Surrender scenario and have a look at the drones there. And here I have one of the Space Pirate drones. This thing will turn to shoot me with its fixed weapon, and then it will shoot me with it. I've got myself invulnerable, so it won't be able to harm me. So while this drone is facing us, let's have a look inside its console. So inside this drone, we have our remote control. We don't have a programmable block. Normally on drones, there is a programmable block that runs a script that allows them to behave in the way they do. So the simple behaviors in the current vanilla drones are they will approach the player, try and hang around the player, and when they lose their weapons, they will retreat from the player and return to their spawn location. This thing doesn't actually have any at all. It's just got its remote control and a text panel. It's got a warhead, which is interesting. So it's obviously got some sort of self-destruct, which is cool. But it's still managing complex behaviors without a programmable block. I'm curious if this is part of the scenario, as in if the scenario's programming is actually what's giving it these abilities. So I've blueprinted the drone and we'll take it into a regular survival scenario. And here we go, back in our old survival scenario, and plop, and the drone is still working, which is very good news. This suggests that there is some other behavior or some other mechanism that's being used to be able to make this thing work, which is incredibly cool. So what I'd like to try and do is see if I can get this thing to...
Welcome to us. Click the circles.
Acho que eu sei que esse Space Hole. Essa história me puxada. Give me that you're a big people to something, yes. Oh, yes. Stormix Chan. Let me suck on your people. A hot cam pouring out. Ah yes, a Stormix.